will come, and they'll watch the game. And it'll be as if they'd dipped themselves in magic waters. The memories will be so thick, they'll have to brush them away from their faces. The one constant through all the years has been baseball. America has rolled by like an army of steamrollers, and erased like a blackboard, rebuilt and erased again. But baseball has marked the time. This field, this game, is a part of our past. It reminds us of all that once was good, and it could be again.
Welcome in, everybody. Happy Easter. 72 degrees at Camden Yards and a beautiful day. The U.S. War Dogs were out there today. Military salutes program out at the park. I love that. All about the War Dogs. Nothing better than pups helping our soldiers. Welcome into Zippity Doo Doug, Mike B, David T, hello. Empty, hello. Great to see you guys here this afternoon early. National anthem should be going in just a minute. We'll be taking a moment to reflect on that. Today, good morning with the Reds. Friedel, McLean, De La Cruz, Hayes, Lutz, Steer, Fraley, Marte, and Wynn will be your starting lineup today for your Cincinnati Reds. Pitching today is going to be Spires, 0-2 with a 6.08 ERA against Morton, 0-4. I think his ERA is bigger than my waistline right now. I don't know, it's up over, it's almost 9 or something ridiculous. It's just enough to tick you off is what it is. For the Orioles, Mullins, Henderson, Rushman, O'Hearn, Mountcastle, Westberg, Holiday, Urias, and Laureano. Here we go. Oh, I skipped out of it by accident. Monkey. Come on, come back up.
And veterans may leave their caps on while rendering the military.
Nathan and Nico, welcome in.
Today we welcome Jennifer Belrose, who will now perform the Star-Spangled Banner.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch, where so proudly stream, and the rocket them on bursting gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of their brave.
We say blessings and gratitude to the soldiers who have served our country, those in the past, those currently serving, protecting the interest and integrity of our freedom, and those that will serve in the future. Blessings to their families as well, because, ladies and gentlemen, whether you know it or not, the family, those moms and dads, brothers and sisters, spouses and kids, they serve just as much as our soldiers. Blessings to them on this beautiful, happy Easter when we're celebrating the resurrection of the Lord Savior Almighty. We are blessed to be here doing afternoon baseball. 72 degrees at Camden Yards as we get ready to go today. Nico, saw you came in. Welcome in, Spaceship Ears. John, hello. Welcome in, Sienna. Oliver, welcome in. Nathan, hello. We're going to have some fun here today on the channel. Coming up next, Orioles taking on the Cincinnati Reds from Camden. From Camden. Let's do it. Let me get my screen tweaked a little bit here. Sometime you got to tweak or twerk. I'm not sure which one it is. I think it's tweaking, but it might be twerking. I don't know. Anyway, we fixed it, so we're good to go.
That's not a coincidence.
We are good to go.
A commitment for dealers share by offering employee pricing of
Share out the stream today. We're going to try to get up over that 300 plateau on subscribers. That's our goal. Minimum goal today. Minimums of goals.
A martial artist, a skydiver, a pilot, and all of them require your feet to work. Get up in the morning and...
Glad you're here with us this morning. We're just a few minutes away from first pitch.
When I went into the Good Feet store, the fitting was personalized. It was all about me. You put in...
Sullivan's here with me, but he's in the other room. He's been pouting all morning. He's mad that everybody left.
Run by and, you know, it's a good life.
Not in a good mood today.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting.
Got a grumpy attitude. Dee 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 be mo 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 yay. In the jungle, the mighty jungle. Oh, that's one of the greatest songs.
Memberships are on sale now. Rocking your favorite.
Just a reminder for today's lineups as we got going through. Orioles homestanding birds will be Mullins, Henderson, Rushman, O'Hearn, Mountcastle, Westberg, Holiday, Urias, and Laureano. For your visiting Cincinnati Reds, it will be Friedel, McLean, De La Cruz, Hayes, Lux, Steer, Fraley, Marte, and Wins. Oh my goodness! Let's get the party going.
Streaming live on the National. Ball starts right now.
Happy Easter Sunday.
Here we are, beautiful Easter Sunday at the ballpark.
From Oriole Park at Camden Yards, this 8-game homestand. Ready to
Wonder if I'll see anybody I know here in the opening.
From all over, kids of all ages.
A lot of orange and black attack down there today.
At the ballpark.
Not seeing a lot of red. I like that.
In search of another series win. They host the Cincinnati Reds. Thanks for being with us on this Sunday afternoon. Kevin Brown, the Hall of Famer, Jim Palmer. With
Kevin Brown and Jim Palmer on the call.
They win 4 out of 5, and they're trying to
Jim Palmer looks rough.
After a wild Saturday where we saw things we've never seen in an Orioles game.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. The Orioles facing Hunter Green, arguably one of the best, pitchers, the young pitchers.
Cayume, hello. He says, go Reds.
Then you have 2 sets of back-to-back.
Great organization, the Cincinnati Reds. Historical organization. Some of the greatest players to ever play the game put on a Reds uniform. Pete Rose, Joe Morgan, Johnny Bench, just to name a few.
Again, offensively, 5 home runs. They hit 2 on, the first game. But again, I mean, it all starts with Cedric.
I wish the Orioles were wearing all orange again today. I bet you they're not. Probably wearing home whites.
First one, he makes some great plays. Westberg goes for 30. He gets out of his slump. There's a ball. So once again, if you want to beat the Reds, they're a pretty good offensive club. Score some runs, they win 9-5.
See if the Orioles can do it again. Ramon's back in the lineup with his Sunday matinee.
Yep, it's all white today. Couldn't be lucky enough to get the all orange.
We could tell you what it's capable of. Or you could...
Anybody's brand new, say hello in the chat. We'd love to welcome you in. Charlie Morton on the hill for the Orioles. That's not a pretty sight. I ain't gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Not a pretty sight for that. Could be a very big day for the Reds. And just to be sure, because I know that Spaceship Ears is worried about it, since I'm saying how great the Reds are. I'm not talking about communist Russia. I just want to make sure to let Spaceship Ears know. Last time he was here, he heard me yelling, "Go Reds." He wasn't happy.
Tell you what it's capable of. Or
last set of commercials.
How we get there matters.
Last set of commercials here.
That is a Gold Glove play. This ball is not coming back.
All right, this is their last bumper that they use every game.
That was a moon shot.
Just making sure. Making sure you know. Fredo, McLean, De La Cruz coming up. It's inning one. We're getting ready for first pitch.
I've always wanted a big family, but one moment can change your whole entire life. I went to the doctor and was told I had stage.
Getting ready for first pitch.
Never carry another baby. Right before
Doug wanted everybody to know from our Friday night show.
Moaning? No, I'm pretty sure I got that down.
Tina has it down.
After my ninth treatment, my tumor had.
And so I let everybody know, Doug, I took care of it.
I was able to welcome a beautiful baby girl and watch my family grow. Help push.
That was pretty good.
That's terrible. That's a terrible idea.
No, it's not. It's actually pretty good. Another musical bumper. Man, they're hitting all the bumpers today. The Homer hose will be in effect today for the Orioles. Somebody's going to wrap their lips around it.
The Orioles played a game of home run derby, beat Cincinnati.
Charlie Morton, 4 starts, 0-4, 8.84 ERA. Opponents hitting .324. Averages 9.3 strikeouts a game. It still gives up that many damn runs. That's crazy. Walks 5.4 per game. He's given up 4 home runs. He's averaging a home run a game.
Are you ready?
Triple H, we are ready. Morton throws a curveball, 4-seamer, cutter, sinker, changeup. He's got 5 pitches to give up all the runs he's got. Take your pick. You hit one of them.
Only the 4-seam fastball, and still carrying his.
Charlie Morton giving his infielders a case of whiplash, looking over their head at the ball going past them. Whoa. There goes another one. Here we go. Umpires calling
Play ball!
Time to play the game. First pitch coming in on Easter Sunday's the strike by Morton. 1:36 p.m. 1:36 p.m.
They've been playing some long ball of their own. 4 different players have homered in the series.
Pitch comes in, fouls it off, 0-2. Crowds into it.
A lovely day, April the 20th.
No balls, 2 strikes. The rubber game. Get out your rubbers. Protect yourself. It's the rubber game. Ball down low, 1-2.
That's a big question for Charlie Morton right now. He feels like the stuff is good, the movement is good of his pitches, except he just can't figure out this breaking ball yet, which has been one of the best pitches for anyone.
Morton 1-2, rocks and fires. Ground ball over to second. Holiday's got it, flips it to first. 1 away. 1 up, 1 out on the rollover. Sometimes you just got to bend them over. Laureano, Mullins, O'Earn. You could do that with a good curveball. Or around the outfield. Urias, Henderson, Holiday, and Mountcastle around the infield. Rushman, Adley, Rushman behind the plate. Gotta love yourself some Rushman. First pitch to McLean comes in. That's a strike. Right-handed hitting Matt McLean, batting 182. 4 home runs, 9 RBIs. Right-hander's up there twirling his bat 1, 2, 3 times. He's ready. There's the pitch. Fly ball, left field, up in that sun, that hazy Baltimore sun. Mullins going to call it in left center. That's 2 outs. 2 up, 2 down. 2 up, 2 down in the game. Here comes De La Cruz. This guy can run like the wind. It's like a gazelle getting out of the box.
Didn't give up a run against the Guardians to the 3rd inning.
He's a tall drink of water, too. He's every bit of 6'9". 241 De La Cruz is hitting on the year. 4 home runs, 21 driven in. He's got one of the home runs against the Orioles. Got it the other day. First pitch, umpire blows chunks, misses the strike in the box, calls it a ball. Here we go again. Yeah, the wind moved it from left center all the way almost over towards center. 1 ball, 1 strike. Let's go. O's getting chanted.
Leads the crew today. Marvin Hudson pushed over to third. Check swing. De La Cruz could not check it. 1-2.
1-2.
23-year-old switch hitter, third big league year. Against his 41-year-old right-hander in his 18th big league season, trying to get
Mr. Thibodeau, hello. Welcome in, sir. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 left-hand hitters try to throw that curveball down and in. I think that's where he's got some trouble. Friedel, he was able to throw one down and in, missed, and then made a really good pitch, got the ground ball down and away. So that's kind of where you'd like to stay.
Check swing inside. Ross and Found hitting it up. $2 holler holler. Watching my fills. I want to say happy Easter. Ross, thank you, my friend. Thank you very much, my friend. Getting us on the Easter egg train today. That's our Easter egg train today. We're starting right there. First Easter egg coming in from Ross and Found. Thank you. Ross is a good dude. Good luck to your fills. He walked him. You walked the fastest guy in almost MLB. Come on, son. He's going to steal a bag in a heartbeat. Surf Bum, happy Easter, sir. Supporting for 50 months. Wow. John, thank you, man. That's amazing to feel that kind of love. He's going on the first pitch. I'm already saying he's gone. Morton at the set. There's the pitch. Oh, he went back. I thought for sure he'd be going on that first pitch. De La Cruz gets his lead. He's got to be going here. He ain't past the second pitch. Throw over to first. He's looking at him. Hit that subscribe if you're new. We're going to get up to 300 plus subscribers today. Help us out. Nice breeze blowing in my house right now. I got the windows open. De La Cruz with his lead. This guy's gone. Surf Bum getting recognized right there. There he goes. You ain't getting him. Save. That was a beautiful throw, and Cruz still outran the ball.
His ability, velocity-wise, pop time has been fabulous. He pulled a couple of throws, but this is a really good job. Guys threw 65 bases, and you could see.
I mean, that was a perfect throw, and he still didn't get him.
Huge jump.
2 outs, runner on second. This walk could come back to burn somebody's biscuits. 2-0. Strike. Swing and a miss. Big cut by Austin Hayes. Get Austin Hayes out.
Not the good one. And as we mentioned, the amazing thing, you have an 8-something.
2-1 pitch coming from Chuck Morton. Up Chuck, as I'm calling him. Ball outside. Till he gets a win, he's up Chuck.
I think it was 252. Give you an idea what. So it's 100 points.
Because that's what I've done his first 4 starts after the game.
Strikes out to 3 for 20.
3 balls, 1 strike. Hello, Alex Miller. Happy Easter. Strike on the quarter. Take that, Austin. 3-2. Trying to get out of it. Don't walk him.
Austin, the 7-year Oriole, with a hit in all 5 games.
Yes, I'm doing the draft, Ross. Thursday and Friday. 3-2 pitch coming.
3-2 pitch to him.
Oh, crab nuts. Ball 4. 2 walks in a row. Get yourself in daggone trouble. Miss Thibodeau, happy Easter to you.
Beleaguered after yesterday. Brandon and I used 7 relievers. This is probably going to have to be a day where Charlie Morton eats as many innings and throws as many pitches as he can.
Yeah, they're going to have a bullpen game, so it's Charlie against the Reds bullpen, so to speak.
Well, one of the
ball outside, 1-0. God, this is painful. Anybody in here brand new for the first time? Anybody brand new for the first time on our channel? Say hello in the chat. Yes, that was Ric Flair's daughter last night.
On the catcher, whether it's his
absolutely was.
Shoulder. When you do, that's when you can release the ball and it gets into the strike zone.
1 ball, no strike.
Having a problem doing that.
Ball. God, 2-0. Are you kidding me here?
Another guy that's,
Gavin Lux hitting .588. 5-game hitting streak he's got going.
Probably still be playing with the Dodgers if he didn't have that ACL tear in spring training, missed the whole year, 2023.
Part of the World Series team a year ago, Gavin Lux, who's readjusting his elbow guard here. 20 pitches in the first inning, 11 balls.
20 pitches in the first inning, not what you want.
He's not commanding his curveball.
Ground ball hit hard over to second. Nice play. Holiday gets the Orioles out of it. Birds are going to hit everybody. That'll end the inning right there, which is a nice one to get out of it, at least. Orioles first 3 coming up. Mullins, Henderson, Rushman due up. Oh, we want to cover up that. I need to make a new timeout screen because that one is just not working. I wonder if I could take a screenshot of that and make it right now.
If you keep making that face, it's going to stay like that.
Funny. I'm trying to get my own car insurance.
Well, that's easy. USAA.
I thought that was for the military.
And their families.
Why won't it let me take a screenshot?
USAA. He shared membership with your mom, so she'll give it to you.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And they'll take good care of you.
Oh, probably because I got to actually do the box.
$25 annually on auto insurance.
Putting myself to a little upgrade, changing my body image. All it takes is positivity, a very painful laser, a little bit of crying, and bang, Pete's tattoo free. So when Verizon announced that,
all right, so let's see
on any plan guaranteed, 0 laser.
if I can't.
I mean, seriously, who's doing that? A free phone? Look at this thing. I don't even need a case. That's how fun.
Fix this on my Canva to make this work and look a little bit better. Just because I'm anal retentive that way. Can't stand it when something looks that fast.
4.8 runs per game. And 30 home runs tied for 4th home runs per game in the majors. Cedric Mullins leading the way with 6. He hit one of 5 Oriole home runs yesterday. Henderson, Westberg, and Laureano with 2. The others. So bullpen day for Cincinnati. And Brent Suter, one of their 2 lefties, will be the first man in line. The 35-year-old out of Harvard.
Brent Suter, the first guy to get this off the mark, inside for a ball.
Right around there, 85, 86 miles per hour. Strike thrower. Been around forever. For 7 years with the Brewers. And again, not a high draft choice, out of, as you mentioned, out of Harvard. 31st round back in 2012.
Suter kicks and deals. Popped up. Going to be a tough play. De La Cruz gets him. Oh, what a play. Holy heck. What a play. Dan DeBoy, welcome in.
Cruz got him at first, so the Orioles are taking a look. And they will challenge. He gets jammed.
He's safe.
Oh, he's safe.
Well, that's the way I see it.
That's the way the Orioles see it. They're using their challenge first batter they send up to the plate in the game.
You get an idea. They talked about
Baltimore challenging alcohol at first base.
28 errors for De La Cruz last year, but he made spectacular plays. Unbelievable how he was able to get to that ball and make it even close.
This is your Hyundai Manager's Challenge with a brand new Hyundai. There's joy in every journey. It's a high-risk one here. If you don't get this challenge right, you lose it for the game. But the Orioles sure look like they're going to get this overturned. Again, watch the foot before the ball's in the glove.
All right, how do I want to do this?
Does the heel get down? Because if it does, that's question. Yeah. Now the toe is still maybe in the air. Yeah, see the heel's on the base. Now I don't know if they'll see that in yard, but it looks to me the heel's down as the ball goes into the glove. Remember the first year it had to be was the ball had to be all the way into the glove or on the outside of the glove. So it's the challenge system has gotten a lot better.
Challenge system has gotten a lot better.
Does the ball contact the interior of the fielder's glove? That's the standard here. Boy, the call on the field of out is concerning here the longer this takes.
It just looks like the heel gets down. Now the toe's still up in the air, but the heel's on the base. So we'll see if they see it that way. But again, they let Cruz make it in close. It's just pretty amazing. Because it's a jam shot, a lot of spin, able to barehand it. That's difficult in itself.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is safe.
Runner is safe.
That's got to probably be the softest hit that Cedric Mullins gets in a line. A jam shot. Looked like a little 60-degree wedge.
You want to guess the exit deal on that one?
56,
42.
42. There you go.
Yeah.
Wow, Jackie Robinson.
That's right.
There you go. Perfect.
So Suter got some very weak contact, which he tends to do. Not a hard thrower, but he allows a lot of soft contact. But the Orioles catch a break, and here is Gunnar Henderson. And there is Suter.
Pickoff play. They almost got him. Fernie, 650. Hello, Todd Brady. Welcome in. Happy Easter to you both. I'm just trying to fix the screen thing real quick.
The Brewers against the Orioles, I think on the 4th of July, probably 3-4 years ago. He's had like 44 starts in his career.
That big league year was a full-time starter in 17 and 18, or mostly full-time with Milwaukee since then.
Welcome in, friends. Good to see you. Hit that subscribe if you're new.
Opener for 3 games for the Reds last year, but none of them lasted longer than an inning. However, he can't.
1-0 count. Mullins has got a big lead over there.
Yeah,
Down to the low, 2-0.
This year is 36. And the interesting thing, that soft base hit, he had his last 4 games, he had not given up a base hit. So that's the first hit he's given up, and it kind of sets the tone. Open up some holes when you get somebody on that can steal bases. I don't think he'll be running on Suter.
Strike on the corner to Henderson.
Brent Suter, this is a pretty amazing number for a guy who's largely been a reliever. He's got 17 career pickoffs, and he's only allowed 12 career steals.
Yep.
Now he's
throw to first. He's gone over there twice. He can't go back. He's got to pick him off.
I played with Scotty McGregor. I talked to him today. He's out of Nevada. Had a great pickoff with Mike Flanagan. Then there was.
Yes, I'll be covering both days of the NFL. Just ground ball up the middle to the shortstop. Did Cruz get him? Out. They're just saying on the tag, Cruz got him. We will be doing both days, Thursday and Friday live, Thursday night and Friday night live of the NFL draft.
Well, the question is, was the hand back in the glove? Can't tell from that angle, but I mean, he certainly tags him. And I guess he finally gets it in.
Come join us 2 days of the NFL draft, Thursday and Friday night, right here live. Make sure you're subscribed.
One-on-one out here.
We may do a gift card giveaway that night for subscribers, too. Maybe doing one.
After 5 home runs yesterday.
For Mullins, that is the softest.
Adley Rushman up here.
Outside of Bunts, the one he had.
Ball upstairs, 1-1. 1-on-1.
59 miles per hour. Again, 95 is the hard hit threshold. You're just not going to see a lot of that against Brent Suter. Let's try to snap it over.
Henderson up there now on the base. Gets his lead. Anybody in here brand new for the first time? Anybody brand new first timer?
Suter getting the start here. The Orioles throw out their typical lineup against righties today with 3 of the first 4 left-handed.
Ball upstairs, 2-1.
One other lefty in the bullpen. Taylor Rogers. Taylor Rogers really becomes.
It's like 32 somewhere. It's way down there in the 30s.
Terry Francona's going to have to win.
31, 32. Ty Lee, welcome in, Ty. What team are you on today? Where are you watching from? And happy Easter to you.
But the reason you have so many lefties in there is because Suter's only going to probably pitch 2 innings.
3-1 coming from the lefty Suter.
Abbreviate that.
Rushman hits it. Fly ball popped up. Short left field. Hey, Lux comes in. He'll make the catch. That's an out. 2 outs in the inning. Orioles haven't been able to do anything yet.
Now they're in much better shape because only Rogers threw yesterday, but all these other relievers have thrown 2 of the last 4 days, except for 32-year-old Randy Wynn, not the former Tampa Bay Double-A outfielder who joined the team today. Statcast 3, powered by Google Cloud.
And Wynn was
curveball in there and misses. Oh, that looked like a strike. I'm engineered at work. I have the Reds plus 1.5. Good luck to you today. Hit that subscribe for me. Ty, we talk a lot of playing, a lot of gambling over here on the channel between I do over 100 Major League Baseball games a year and 90 plus NFL games a year as well. Welcome in, my friend. Good luck to you today. 1-1 pitch. Here it is. Ripped over to second. That's going to be an out. End of the first. Let's see if we can make this a little bit better. Can we make America great again?
You'll be back.
Yeah, that's a little bit better.
Help people customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual.
It's a lot better than what it was.
No, he's a dreamer, Frank.
Limu Emu. Hello, Monorail Molly. Happy Easter to you as well. Welcome in. Oh, let's see. Who do we got? We got Steer, Fraley, and Marte coming up. Steer, Fraley, and Marte coming up. Steer, Fraley, and Marte coming up.
You should check out Inspire.
And we got Doug and Jen in the tag team in here.
Inspire. Happiness, innovation.
Wrestling tonight. Wrestling tonight. That'll be fun. I am excited about tonight.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
I have a bad feeling about this. Star Wars.
1 hit in the last 7 games for Rushman, Doug. That's crazy. Johnny Collins, hello. Over or under? I would take the under today. Underwood, hello. Happy Easter to you. A lot of good people in here today. A lot of great friends in here today. Hit that subscribe if you have not. We are doing WrestleMania tonight. WrestleMania back in house tonight, right here on the channel. Make sure that you're following us. And for my Disney friends, Insomniacs will be around midnight or 1 in the morning tonight.
2 out walks. Spencer Steer bats. Worked through 9 curveballs in that first inning. Only 1 first strike. That was rounded out to second by T.J. Friedel. The other 8 out of the strike zone. Reds did a good job not chasing.
Ball outside, 2-0. Here goes Morton again. Can't find the strike zone. Johnny Collins, is this your first time in the channel? Welcome in. We made 1 new friend today already. Love to make some other new friends as well.
And when he's
awesome to meet Ty Lee today.
He will steal some bases.
David T is in here. He's rooting for the Orioles, I'm pretty sure. Rock signing tonight? Yeah, it'll happen. Ground ball tapped over toward third. Nice charge. Throws him out at first. Punches him out with a monkey gun. Woo! Urias.
What a fine homestand he's had.
Mariners beating the Blue Jays 3-0 already.
course, your first move.
Look at that purple glove that Urias has. Urias has a purple glove. I'm Doug, you see that? Look at that purple glove making the play.
Here's Jake Fraley, who had a great day.
Ball upstairs. Fraley killed the Orioles the first game. Jake Fraley, 245 hitting on the year, 2 home runs, 6 driven in.
Somebody had to be the first to do it.
Ball outside, 2-0. Here we go again.
The right.
When you start whipping out balls all the time, 1 ball, 2 ball, here it is, and you're down 2-0 in the count as a pitcher, and you're pitching from behind, you're in trouble. Matthew, first timer here, just subbed. What's up, brother? What team are you on today? Where are you watching from?
Which was?
No, I didn't have that one on the screen. Let me go look at the scoreboard. I just kind of been watching scoreboards on them. Is what I've been trying to do.
29 feet projected.
3-1.
There it is. Here's a sizable dent, courtesy of Jake Fraley on the Boogs Barbecue.
Let me see when the hockey goes through. Cincinnati money line. Good luck to you on the money line.
So a lot of balls that go in Utah's favor. Well, every ball that goes.
Hit that subscribe if you haven't. Just like Matthew has done for us today. We want you to be part of the family. There's Boogs. Doug, look at that. Look at the Boogs on your screen. Doug's been looking for Boogs on his screen. There it is.
Can you put the plaque on the ground and hit the car and the fly?
Come on with the basketball scores already.
Otherwise, it will not happen. I mean, it might move the car, right?
That's true, Doug. You're not wrong. You whip out too many.
That car plays well.
Throw to first.
You know?
Me too, Jen. I got to get some Boogs in August. It is the great. If you like pit beef, pit ham, or pit turkey, you will love that. It is one of the best out there. They cook it all right there in front of you. It's not that stuff where there's the Guardians with their runners on base about to score. They cook it right there in front of you. It's not that stuff where it's, cooked and brought out. You're just waiting on it. It's all done right there on the grills in front of you, which is awesome. 1-0 pitch coming in from Morton to Marte.
Well, let me ask you this.
Grounded foul.
If you were having a day where you weren't throwing strikes, I know early in your career you had a lot of walks. Do you feel like umpires would squeeze you a little more if your command was
got to earn them? Yeah.
John, it's awesome, man. Get all your fixings right there, whatever you like. Coleman Sports, he's working hard trying to grow his channel.
That's what we were taught. Gloves right there. See, outside.
Line drive base hit in the left field. He smoked it. 59-26. Holy hell. They're doubling them up. I'm telling you, it's going to be, I am picking it, everybody, just so you know. NBA Finals 2025, Oklahoma and Cleveland. Goofy guy, how you doing, brother?
That camera angle is, it shows you exactly where the ball was.
Florida Aquarium in Tampa while taking a break. Nice to see you, Goofy guy. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. For all my Disney friends, I will be live tonight with Disney Insomniac somewhere between 12 a.m. and 1 a.m. tonight. So if you want to come in and hang out, talk some Disney, I'd love for you to join me. WrestleMania tonight. Supposed to start at 7. I may get a wild hair up my backside and start it early. Good possibility. I'm going to be sitting alone here all day. It's just me and Sully. Sully's mad. He won't even come in here and talk to me. He's furious in the living room. I tried to give him French fries, and he dropped it on the floor. When am I back in town? June. First week of June. I'm coming down to babysit Doug and keep an eye on him, keep him from doing things outside there. 2-0 pitch. This is going to hurt right here. Right down the middle, ripped, base hit. It's going to be a run. Monkey nuts. 1-0. Cincinnati. You can't throw your balls out there 2-0 every batter in the major leagues and then come right down the middle with a fastball. You're going to get stung. You're going to get stung. It just happened again with Charlie Morton. Jennifer Caruso. There's a great creator from Florida. Thunder are ridiculous. Yes, I agree. So are the Cavs, in my opinion. I think those are the two teams we see in one of the best NBA finals in a long time. Here comes the pitching coach out to ask Charlie Morton, what are you doing? What are you thinking out here? Do you plan to just get behind every hitter and let them hit? It's called pitching, not throwing, Morton. I got my mom here. She's watching the game. My dad's in town. You're out here throwing stuff that looks ridiculous. Rushman, tell him what I'm saying. That's what the conversation is right now in the mound. Right now in the mound.
I always shook his hand the other day. I said, don't break my hand like you.
You're embarrassing me, Charlie, in front of my parents. That's what the pitching coach is saying to him right now. 1 out, 2 on here. I'm from Boston, so a little biased on the C's. Hey, my second team is the Celtics. Matthew, I don't know how old you are, but
Again, it was in the middle of the plate.
So Friedel, he gets a fastball.
Hold on. Popped up, center field.
Will be first on the scene.
Thank you. Happy Easter. My mother and my sister sending me a note. Matthew, one of my most favorite things was the Boston Celtics drafting Len Bias. Len Bias is my favorite all-time player. Mr. Fulton, welcome in.
Well, here at Pratt Street.
Hey, we're 14 subs from our minimum goal today. We got to get to 300 today. Help us out with a little bit of love. My mom left an Easter basket on the front porch. I'm surprised Sullivan didn't bark. Sullivan! He's really in a bad mood. I need somebody to come over here and play with Sullivan for a little bit, get him happy again. I bet you he won't even come in here. Sullivan!
1 for 10. The one was that third run home.
Nope.
Walked in the series.
Dude is mad. Oh, you're coming. Look at you. Okay. You still mad? Come here. Come here, buddy. Up. Leave that alone. Hey, no. Up here. Up. Come here. No, not coming up. You're leaving? Where are you going? Strike 3. Morton gets them out. We're going to the next day. Why? What's the matter? What is the matter?
They call me Hot Rod. Everybody knows it, because I've done it. You talk about it, I do it.
That's true. I was at the 84 and 86 championships in the Garden with my dad. Nice. Bias was a tragedy. Bias collapsed what could have been a Celtics run for about 12 years or so. Bias would, in my mind, Bias would have been better than Jordan. In my mind.
Damage at the intestinal lining. And with
He can't stand to watch Morton pitch. He's mad. He does not like being here in the house alone. And everybody left but me. So he's been sitting down on the couch. Like I said, I got French fries and he just ignored me. Wanted nothing to do with it. Wanted nothing to do with it. I'm an old school Celtic fan, Matthew. I never really pulled for the Bullets down here. I, as a kid, saw Larry Bird play, and that run with Bird, it was great. Went crazy about it. Had a Larry Bird jersey when I was a kid.
Hey, Google, add basketball hoop to the shopping list.
Doug wants French fries, yeah, but you want him to do something. I have a picture of what you do with it, and I can't show it to everybody. Can't do it. Can't show what you do. If Jennifer Crusoe knew what you did with that Pittsburgh poutine, she would be having Ron do it.
This is brought to you by Tower Federal Credit Union. Tower Federal, your hometown credit union for over 70 years. And by Maryland Public Television, Chesapeake Bay Week, April 20th. That's today through the 26th. That's Saturday.
MT remembers watching Bird. They were great days. They were great teams. This is the year, though, I think the Cavs go past the Celtics. I think Tatum's going to give them a fit, but I think they do. Ron would probably love a Pittsburgh poutine. He was.
74, 75 miles per hour. About 11 miles per hour.
Ball down low, 1-1.
Yeah, the Orioles really struggled against lefties. You know, so the 1-4 record-wise, but they've hit 2 home runs in, 158 at bats. So obviously, we'll take a double.
Should I tell Jennifer Caruso what the Pittsburgh routine is? Dun, 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 dun. Let me go on. I used to love that song by the Violent Femmes. 1-2, download to Mountcastle. Show the picture. Are you sure? I'm double asking. Are you sure?
Second best team against right-handed pitchers. Second worst against lefties by OPS. And
Mountcastle ground ball to first. That's an out.
Skier playing his first game this season in the field takes it himself.
I'll show the picture in a minute. I'm gonna step out for a second. I will call Caruso and tell her, and I'll ask Jennifer to put her reaction into the chat, and then I'll show the picture. I'll be right back. Molly's in charge.
White Sox. That's a pretty good guess. That's Minnesota Twins. They were 60. They're hitting 141. And the Twins are hitting 214 as a team. They're off to a 7-14 start. They're not hitting lefties or righties. 101 to Jordan. Westberg snapped out of that career-long 0 for 30 with a home run yesterday. Spoke to the media before the game. He used the word grinding a lot. Grinding his way through it, grinding in the cage. He is one of those guys, a baseball grinder. Very serious guy on the field. Plays with an edge. He's been banged up a little to start the year, just trying to fight his way through it.
Well, you would think this would be a good matchup because, he struggled against, we get all the numbers. I mean, he's hit 108 against fastballs, 4 for 37, no home runs. All his home runs have been against breaking balls. And that's what he hit yesterday. Get out of that 0 for 30. That's what he hit up in Toronto. So you're hitting 8 for 21, pretty nice batting average. And then change-ups, 0 for 10. That's why he's been struggling. And I find it, I think there's got to be a mental component only, or maybe a physical that we don't know about, because he uses the middle of the field too much.
That ball sizzled the other way to the right field wall, to scoreboard. And Westberg has another extra base hit. Rolling out double.
Yeah, that's what he does. And of course, Suter, as we mentioned, he's tops out at 86 miles per hour. So he's comfortable if he makes a mistake, gets the ball up. But Jordan Westberg last year, if you got the ball up in the strike zone, he's probably one of the better high ball hitters on the O's. And you can see it right here. Just nails it off the scoreboard. Thought about 3. But a nice play by the right fielder to keep him at second base.
His first double of the year. He had 4 home runs before that first double. And it comes in plate appearance number 75. Last year he had 26 doubles in 107 games. Jackson Holiday. And an 0-2 count. Last year, you nicknamed left center field Westberg at one point because Jordan was wearing it out so much, and that's what he's going to do.
She said, "Oh no," and hung up. Oh my God. Oh, we got a runner on second. How we get a runner on second? What happened? Westberg doubled. Get out the cheese. Get it on the nips. 1-2 coming in. Line drive. Oh, what a play by Ellie Cruz. Holy hell. He dove in midair like Superman and took away a hit. That right there is an ESPN play of the day. Holy cow.
And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for ya.
Wow.
At least be first and third.
Oh, my God.
Now you have a runner at second and 2 outs. These are the type of plays that save ball games.
Wow. Yeah, Shelby, I'm not using any electricity today. I use too much on a regular basis. I only use that at night when people can't see it.
Was hopping off the mound like he had just closed the World Series.
Oh, my Lord. Welcome in, Shelby and Jessica Mink. Happy Easter to both of you.
He just does not look...
14 subs from our goal. Wow, De La Cruz. That was absolutely insane. Insane.
I mean, that ball was on the other side of second base. Obviously shifted.
Oh, my God.
So Ramon trying to bring in the game's first run. 420 on base percentage to start the year. He's a little
swing and a miss, 1-2.
Perfectly thrown on the corner.
She said, "Oh no," to Pittsburgh Poutine, and then I heard Ron in the background going, "That sounds fantastic," and then she was gone. That was unbelievable, David. That play he just made, sick.
So Brent Suter, 35 pitches.
That could qualify for Play of the Year. It was that good.
For this bullpen day. Other relievers have rested the last 2 days. They needed to. Suter the first to take the ball. And Arias hangs in there.
Foul ball, 2-2.
Again, because of the angles being tall and steps, the other side and throws back across his body. And then it looks to me his fastball cuts a little bit, so it's almost like a cut.
Westberg at second. And a fading changeup.
Ball down low, 3-2. 3-2.
Yesterday's home run here on deck.
Ramon over 300 with runners at scoring position. One of the better numbers for the Orioles other than Cedric Mullins.
Ground ball hit hard over to third. Up clean. Marte throws the first. Error. E5. E5 and the game is tied. E5 on a low throw. And the Birds are on the board here.
First game in the field this year.
Orioles magic. Feel it happen. Orioles magic.
Right there.
Nope, my family does not do Easter dinner.
Hit ball sharp, get it, take your feet. I mean, did everything right except the throw.
Threw it in the dirt. First baseman turned his head away. Didn't even look into the pick. You got to look into the pick there. Suter can't believe it. Runner on first now, 2 away. We got a tying game.
Look at where Westberg gets here, right past Marte as he gets set to throw it.
Inside to Laureano, 2-0.
Westberg had much to do with that throw being offline.
Sub it up if you're new today. Help us out.
Laureano.
Ground ball rip foul.
Young third baseman Obi Marte, only his 4th start of the year at third. Against here, he didn't start.
Gave the Orioles an Easter gift there.
They've been easing him back in as the DH. It's an E5 for the Orioles to tie the game.
Let's Laureano hit a home run here, make it really hurt.
It's been really good.
Yeah, and their bullpen gets up, and of course that prolongs the inning.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. He was trying to jack it.
It's Ian Gibault. One of 7 right-handers in the Reds bullpen today. So Ramon Laureano not starting yesterday. He came in the second inning.
Pirates are losing.
Was drilled by a 100-mile-per-hour Hunter Green fastball. Look at Ramon. He's ready to hit right now. The umpire, Chuck Gibson, was with his back turned to the batter. He's locked in.
Ball inside, 3-2.
Off the bench after Kirsten got hit. And homer twice. 5th Oriole ever with a multi-homer game off the bench. And he was about 10 feet away from a 3-homer. 3-2.
Popped up. Shortstop's got this one. Easy, a lot easier that time.
Maybe the play of the year we've seen so far earlier in the inning.
De La Cruz going to lead it off. It always happens. Guy makes a great play, and he leads off the next inning. De La Cruz, Hayes, and Lux coming up. Tough spot in the lineup.
Stand your ground.
We'll be right back here momentarily, everybody. Momentarily.
This is Mama Mouse
and Kelly
from Myers and the Mouse YouTube channel.
When we can't be in the parks, we listen to Magic of the Mouse Radio. When you can't be at Disney, you should come visit us on YouTube for Disney fun, Disney live streams,
and Disney shopping and DIY crafts.
Saturdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Time,
And Mondays at 12:30 Eastern Time. Keep Myers and the Mouse in your house. Have a magical day.
Come check out the Zip-a-Dee-Doo Doug YouTube channel. Start your week right with Coffee Talk. Doug and Scallywag Steve for Disney news and what Disney YouTube creators are live for the day. Need a midweek pick-me-up? Hump Day Hangout is your go-to for hilarious banter, games, and the perfect escape from the workweek blues. And join Monorail Molly, Kelsey Elizabeth, and Doug for Shade Room Runway for the latest styles, fierce looks, and a runway show you won't want to miss. Whether you're looking for a laugh, a dose of inspiration, or just a good time, come check out the coolest YouTube channel out there, Zip-a-Dee-Doo Doug.
Hi, I'm Zippity-Doo Doug.
And I'm Scallywag Steve.
And you're watching the Pete McDevitt Show.
Toyota style. Right now, buy it.
Thank you, Spaceship Ears, for supporting this train. $5 holler holler. Easter egg train today, as it was called. De La Cruz, man. They're replaying De La Cruz right now. He was flying like Superman. God.
Of the Orioles. We came into this series ready for a showcase at the shortstop spot. And we have seen that. Gunnar Henderson and Ellie De La Cruz have delivered.
1-1 game here, top of 3. Curveball in there for a strike. Can one of the other moderators drop Doug's link in there, please? Thank you. Good job, John. Thank you. Ball inside. Appreciate you. Oh, no, I have it. I'll show it in between innings. I forgot.
2018. Pretty good deal by the Cincinnati Reds.
I have it on my phone.
Well, his next deal will be
strike right there, 1 and 2.
Be a little more significant.
Walked him in the first inning.
That's gone. It's got to be. De La Cruz, gone. Home run, 2-1.
Yeah, the first 3-run shot hitting right-handed.
I guess so, empty. Might be.
5 of them last year.
De La Cruz.
You get the ball in the middle of the plate. He gets his arms extended. Great ballpark to hit in. But Tommy Joseph said if you're a left-handed hitter in this ballpark, yeah, just makes a nice swing. Just, I don't know if he tried to get it in, but he didn't. So Stephen Kwan hit one for the Guardians, who's not a home run guy. De La Cruz is a little different.
389-footer, his 5th of the year, his 2nd of the series. That's a pretty insane 7 minutes.
Time to go have dinner. All right, John, have a good dinner, buddy.
Robbed a run and then hit a homer. Hayes, line drive.
Line drive, base hit for Cincinnati.
Cincinnati is just not respecting the curveball right now, and Charlie Morton still has only landed 2 for strikes.
And 1 this inning, and 1 for an out. 40% of the time last year, he threw his curveball. They only hit 200 this year. They're hitting well over 400. So he doesn't trust it, not throwing it over.
3rd home run of the year. 389 feet.
And the reason this is something we keep talking about, the last 5 years, Charlie Morton's curveball has been as valuable as just about any single pitch in Major League Baseball. It's become the pitch he throws more than anything else. He was a
swing and a miss
guy early in his career. He just threw a very good curveball there. He became more of a high four-seamer guy with the Astros. When you go back to the start in 2021, it's Dylan Cease's slider, it's Kevin Gausman's splitter, it's Charlie Morton's curveball. Those are the 3 biggest strikeout pitches. Any pitcher's specific pitch in Major League Baseball.
But you were talking about how he's changed his grip. Now, last year he was 8-10, but he pitched well. They just didn't score a lot of runs. I think it's the 6th lowest run scored
2-1. Top of 3.
So you've been around. I mean, he started back in 2002.
3-1.
That's a long.
Morton's throwing a lot of balls again.
You always want to get better, but changing your grip, it just doesn't. I don't. For a guy that's pitched close to 3,000 innings, minor leagues and big leagues, it just doesn't look like he has.
Fouls that back. 3-2 by Lux.
Here's the hits allowed on the curveball, most of the majors. You can see a lot of those are in.
Mr. Thibodeau, hope you're having a great Easter. Thank you, Jason, for the Easter egg in the basket.
For 23. Hard to run on. Really good pickoff.
Thank you for all your support, Jason. And Gloria, both. I'm on board. Thank you, Gloria, as well. Thank you both for your Easter blessing.
He's not running. And a breaking ball outside. That's
And he walks him.
walk.
Arjons, happy Easter. Good to see you. Did you happen to get any pitching in your Easter basket that you could lend to the Orioles?
Charlie Morton and his coaching staff. First 3 Reds have reached in the 3rd.
Yeah, it just looks to me that it's either he's mechanics or where he can't throw the ball to a lefty, of course, righty steer coming up now. So he pulls the ball in, and then it's just he can't throw a ball low and away to a left-hander.
1 ball, or no balls, no strikes. 2 on, 1 away. Not away. Good Lord, I thought we had 1 out. Not away.
We've got more ride on the fastball this year. He told me he's been cutting the fastball a little more. His fingers have been a little bit more.
Thank you to both the Thibodeaus. Jason and Gloria are both massive supporters to my channel. I feel blessed every day of the year that you care enough to do what you do. So thank you sincerely from both Preston and I to Team Thibodeau. Joshua, hello. Happy Easter to you. Welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. Line drive hit hard. Base hit. They're going to hold the runners. Bases loaded. Nobody out.
When you're throwing pretty much, and again, you've been pitching since 2002.
They are just hammering Charlie Morton. He needs to be DFA'd. He's horrible.
134 games. So all of a sudden you change your grip and everything ends up in the middle of the plate. Thinking maybe I need to go back to the old grip. But he's been doing it all spring. Did not pitch a lot in the spring. Most of them like 8 innings, but I find that hard to believe. He didn't do some back field work. Drew French out again.
So a home run lit off the inning for David Cruz. Base hit Hayes, walk Lux, and base hit Steele. So the 3, 4, 5, and 6 hitters have all reached Hayes, and there's still nobody out. With the red-hot Jake Fraley coming up. And this is what Cincinnati did yesterday. They just kept moving the line, and then the carousel stopped spinning. Once the Reds got to 3rd, they ended up leaving 13 men on base, despite 13 hits and the 9 walks. The fewest runs scored by any team that reached base 22 times. Reds had 13 hits, 9 walks, 22 on base in 4 years. So given all of the base runners, amazing the Orioles held.
Ball outside. Base is loaded. Nowhere to put anybody. Jake Fraley up.
Batters with runners in scoring position. But he's got a heck of a task on his hands here. Fraley.
Line drive. Base hit right field. 2 runs are going to score.
Looks right behind him, and Steer gets to 3rd. It's a 2-run single.
2-run single, 1st and 3rd, 4-1. Cincinnati leave. DFA, Charlie Morton, please.
Frustrating for everybody. Certainly Charlie, because you know he doesn't want to pitch as poorly. I mean, just not what he's used to. And right, you know, like cutter, it's not a horse.
Cutter right in the center of the plate almost.
It's not hit particularly hard. But he doesn't get it all the way in.
Enjoy your Easter dinner, Joshua.
This Red team, you know, new hitting instructors. Chris Valeka came over from the Guardians. And they're swinging the bat. The Orioles are going to have to And they're certainly capable of doing it.
So there's the new guy, Cody Poteet, added to the roster just this morning.
Cody Poteet warming up. I have no idea who Cody Poteet is.
That's a strike call there.
Yeah, you need a strike.
No idea.
Strikeouts have been hard to come by only because of the lack of command. He struck out the guy in Innings last year. A normal year, it doesn't matter if he can throw the ball well if he makes his pitches. Got a young hitter. Took a belt high fastball, hit it to the left field at the time. You know he doesn't hit Charlie Morton's good curveball. See if he can throw it here.
Let's say big strikeout guy. Will take one will off the plate. Last year,
Jessica Minks says, go Orioles. Well, right now they're going bad.
66 games.
Well, when you get to 2 strikes, ideally you'd like to be able to get a guy to swing and don't have to throw him a strike. Most young hitters will chase. Can you throw it close enough to get him to do that? That last pitch wasn't.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got it out finally.
Here's the good hook.
So the second strikeout for Morton. That's 1 out in the inning. And now Wins, who singled in a run.
Yeah, he also hit a belt high fastball.
Wins squares to bunt.
Siri, take a screenshot.
Pull the bunt back in time. Maybe he did. I thought Ryan Blaney signaled for a strike over at first. And
Morton throws it away. Another run's going to score. 5-1.
Steer is in to score the 5th Reds run of the game and 4th of the inning.
Like we said, great move, and we saw him control the running game against the Guardians. But here,
Liam Thompson, welcome in.
close, pulls it.
Not even close. Throwing error on Morton.
Gives him an extra run and another runner in scoring position.
1 away. There's a strike. 1-1. We are 12 subscribers from our goal. Can we hit that up this Easter Sunday?
Trip Gibson is making sure.
Can we hit that up this Easter Sunday?
0-2 because Wins did offer the first pitch. Back-to-back games now, an Oriole pitchers committed an error. Cano did so yesterday in the 8th. That didn't end up leading to a run. Morton's does.
Ball upstairs.
Seventh batter of the inning. First 4 who reached.
Ty Lisa, that plus 1.5 looking good. Good for you.
Well off the plate. That's got to be a restless.
You should, Ty. Charlie Morton is awful. Chuck Morton is awful. He's past his prime. His time to pitch is over. He should go retire. I said that when the Orioles signed him before he even threw a pitch.
Breaking ball to work. It has been eluding him now for.
He's just out there throwing batting practice.
The rest of the, again, we haven't done
up Chuck Morton. Well, Liam, make sure your parents know you're watching. If you're under the YouTube age of 13. Thank you very much. Line drive, center field, base hit, another run coming in.
Third, very good runner. He'll score. And the Reds have put across 5 in the 3rd.
And the crowd's booing.
Throwing other pitches when you really don't.
Good. Boo him right off the mound.
And that changeup again ends up in the middle of the plate. And Austin Wins already. A couple of RBIs. Things it into center field.
Orioles, please listen to me and DFA him after this game. Please.
He just got called out, but he wanted to pitch better than this. And the Reds, he did a lot of
5 runs in the third. Cody Poteet's Oriole debut coming out.
We got a pitch and change.
Driving the Nissan Rogue, Google Bill.
This town ain't big, this town ain't small. It's a little of both, they say. Outball club may be minor league, but at least it's AAA. We sit below the Marlboro Man, above the right field wall. We do the wave all by ourselves. Hey, a blind man could have made that call. We like our beer flat as can be. We like our dogs with mustard and relish. We got a great pitcher, what's his name? Well, we can't even spell it. We don't worry about the pennant much. We just like to see the boys hit it deep. There's nothing like the view from the cheap seats. Called it a win. Go off to toast the boys again. That local band is
Charlie Morgan, 2.5 innings, 7 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned in 2.5 innings.
Cody Poteet will make his origin.
That's an ERA of about 15.
Trade from the Cubs, March 29th.
Yeah, so they needed an arm. Again, last year with the Yankees, not bad. But pitched in the big leagues with Miami.
Poteet in there now.
Trying to stop the bleeding right here. Let the offense get up and do something.
Charlie is done. What's up, DJ Enzo in the house?
3 days ago at AAA Omaha with the Norfolk Tides, 3 innings in that game. So he's on 2 days rest, 3 innings. So we'll see how much he can give the Orioles here. Gonna have to give everything.
Throw to first.
In this bullpen yesterday, everybody pitched except for Ciano Perez, who threw 2 innings on Friday. So I don't want to say Cody Poteet's going until his arm falls off, but he has to give the Orioles a long out of here.
Wait, don't you have an off day tomorrow? So maybe
they do.
Yeah, so not ideal. But
ball down low. 2-0.
Bautista's down. Bowman's throwing back-to-back. Aiken 3 out of 4. So yeah, it's a tough spot, and Cody Poteet going to have to do some version of what Carson Spires did for the Reds yesterday. Hopefully that doesn't...
Stride right there.
Like Spires, who's put on the IL today with shoulder impingement, but through the final 4 innings of the game, 94 pitches for the Reds. Terry Francona said of Spires, he wore it like a trooper. He was out of gas. I knew it. Derek Johnson knew it. There wasn't anything we could do about it. So we'll see what Poteet gives the Orioles in his debut. But hey, he mentioned the numbers 2 years ago. And Cody Poteet, career big league ERA of 3.80. So small sample size, 24 games, 13 starts, but he has succeeded.
Yeah, four-seamer, sinker, changeup, sweeper.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Other than the curveball, 3 for 9, all low batting averages.
Count is full, 3-2.
There's a 94. That's the average major league fastball velocity.
Three and 2 for Friedel. And there's the slider. Poteet has had an unusual year. Go back to the end of December even. The Yankees traded it to the Cubs for Cody Bellinger. It was a straight-up deal, Bellinger for Poteet. And then the Cubs waived him at the end of spring, which means the Cubs just gave up Cody Bellinger for nothing.
Line drive smoke down in the corner. Can't catch it. Bounces off the wall. Seventh run's going to come home.
Can't pick up the ball. Friedel gets 2-3. Just a play that unraveled in right field.
Going to be a triple. Another run scored to Charlie Morton there.
You make a mistake. That was a breaking ball that stayed up. Boy, they're not going to miss it. And Ryan, Friday night? And he didn't quite get to it. Didn't play a lot of right field. Played first base yesterday. That's what you were talking about.
7-1.
Because there's only one out, that extra base is huge. Because they're going to have to play the infield in.
Ball inside.
Makes Matt McClain a RBI opportunist without having to get a hit. Fly ball.
It's a double and an E9.
Double and an E9 on the scoring.
Totally didn't see the ball or lost track of it at some point near the end.
Yeah, when you don't play out there a lot, and then when you get your feet feel the warning track.
Alex, hello. Happy Easter.
Comes up in a hurry.
Charlie Morton fell apart. Now Poteet's getting hit hard.
And the Reds have batted around here with only one out. A 7-run third and an 8.
A 7-run third, 8-1 lead.
This has been a no mercy third inning for Cincinnati.
Yeah, 94 right back up the middle.
De La Cruz back up now. He hit a homer earlier.
No doubt about her to right center field.
Walk, steal, incredible diving catch, and a home run in the first, maybe 3 full innings. There's a ground ball.
Ground ball to first. Going to go to second and get to first, the lead runner. 2 outs in the inning.
Nice play by Matty, because that's one that certainly could have gone awry.
Well, it's a hard play. Right-handed, left-handed, you better angle because of where you're throwing the ball as a left-hander. So he has to come in and make sure this is a nice angle right here. So he comes in. Now he's got better angles.
Happy Easter cakes.
They're trying to get the lead runner, and they're able to do that.
Tara, welcome in.
Batter of the inning takes a slider for.
Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. If you're just coming in, Liam and Tara.
All those runs end up earned, even though there were 2 errors in the inning. They were one on a pickoff throw, one on the back end of the play. So 7 runs, all earned, and he got just 7 outs.
Popped up. Fly ball center field. That'll end the inning. 8-1, though. 8-1. 8-1. Wow, that's tough.
Nothing scary about Energizer Ultimate Lithium, the #1 longest-lasting AA battery. Dupixent can help people with asthma breathe better in as little as 2 weeks. So this is better. And this. Dupixent is an add-on treatment.
Anybody else brand new in here for the first time, say hello in the chat. We'd love to welcome you in. We are 12 subs from 300, 12 away. Liam, I'm a baseball fan and an Orioles fan. I am both. I'm a diehard baseball fan.
Right away if signs of inflamed blood vessels, like rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in limbs. Tell your doctor of new or worsening joint aches.
Not Turkey Club, no.
Don't change your stop steroid, asthma, or other treatments without talking to your doctor.
Yeah, that was an ugly inning. Ugly inning. Baseball is your favorite sport. Cool. If you're watching today and you want to help us out and do something for me and the channel and all of the community that we have over here, reach out to a friend. Pick up the phone, text our link or call somebody or send an email and tell somebody about our channel going live right now. Tell them come over here, give a follow. That would really help us this Easter Sunday.
Go to Orioles.com/memberships. Well, a cute third inning, 7 across for Cincinnati.
Massive third inning.
Suitor out there, at least for the top of the lineup. Mullins and then probably Henderson.
Pringle, what's up? Kimberly Owens, welcome in, new subscriber. Kimberly, where are you watching from? What team are you on?
So far, he's gone very well because they knocked
Cedric Mullins coming up. Birds are down a touchdown.
A few words to say to Austin Wins. 2-0 for Cedric, who had the softest single of his career on a swing, 42 miles per hour on a jam shot over the mound.
Mullins rips one foul, 2-2.
Is there a number you have to get this inning to feel like you're back in the game? 2 runs?
3 runs this inning puts the Orioles. Start with 1 run. Yes, I like football too. Watching from Baltimore. Go O's. Line drive. Here, I'm going to do this just for Kimberly, for just joining us. Here, Kimberly. This is for you, real quick. There you go, Kimberly, just for you. Mullins rips one to center, but right at him. That's an out, 1 away.
Brett Suter on.
Here comes Gunnar Henderson.
51 pitches and at least 7 outs. Terry Francona could have hardly asked for more here. By the way, TJ Friedel.
Strike to Henderson.
Changed to triple, no error against O'Hearn.
Ball in the dirt, 1-1.
Off the mound. Spike that change up to Henderson. From a round of the draft that no longer exists, now a 20-round draft. Brent Suter was picked in 2012. There was a 31st round. Ivy Leaguer out of Harvard, Cincinnati, Ohio kid, Archbishop Muller High School there.
Archbishop Muller High School. I don't even know of it. Maybe David T knows about it.
Taylor Ward, who did not sign that year, but ended up.
No, his name is just Oriole Bird. The Bird. He goes by the Bird. If you're at the stadium and you yell, "Hey, Bird," he'll look over to you.
Buddy Bell, David.
Love the Bird.
Barry Larkin as well.
Wild Bill. Strike 3. That ball was down low. Oh, my God. Way low.
Gibson thought he had it fairly.
Holy heck. Way low. Good Lord. If I'm Henderson, I let that umpire have that a little bit.
What a veteran pitcher, even if the young guy wants to do, you score.
Bury the Bird? No.
Try to have a shutdown inning. You know, this will probably be your last inning.
Strike right there, 1-1. Adley hadn't had a hit in a week. How about finding some grass, Adley? There you go, base hit.
Hey, he managed to get a ball past it.
Finally.
A gold star effort. Adley stamps it 0 for 20 with a sharp base hit.
0 for 20 with a base hit, finally. Nitro Neil. Hello, Nitro.
Have a chance to get him by it. Fastball, hit hard. Just barely gets by it.
So rush from the Orioles 38.
All right, here comes O'Hearn now. Hit one in the seats. Make it 8-3. Make it at least a game here.
A couple of Harvard relievers in the big leagues. Right now, Hunter Biggie for the Rays. was a 12th man out of Harvard in 19. So when Cubs making debut last year, he's basically the anti-suitor. Right-hander who throws 100.
Ground ball hit hard over to second, up clean. Over to first. That'll end the inning. We're going to the fourth. Birds are down a ton. Down a ton. We'll be right back here in just a minute.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, you know, to check.
Hello, everyone. It's Chris with Park Hopper Choppers. If you're headed down to Central Florida and you need a mobility scooter, give us a call, 407-989-9618. We can bring it right to your resort, right to the park, or right to your Airbnb, no problem. We were voted best mobility scooter rental in Central Florida by my mom. Give us a call.
Jean-Claire Wise Travel is an upscale travel design and consulting firm specializing in curating ultra-luxurious travel destinations designed specially for business professionals. Focusing to deliver the once-in-a-lifetime experience that will create lasting memories, encompassing adventures in Europe or the Americas, luxurious river cruises, relaxing beach getaways, or detailed trips to Disney locations worldwide. Jean-Claire Wise Travel personalizes the experience. What rich and exciting moments do you want to create for yourself this year? Well, start writing your story with Jean-Claire Wise Travel today.
Every Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, the Disney News and Merch Show comes to your living room. Join us as we bring you the latest updates from around the Disney parks, including brand new merchandise, exciting food offerings, and all the up-to-date news you need. Don't miss the Disney magic right here on the Pete McDevitt Show.
For your neighborhood too.
All right, whoops. Gotta cover that up. Cover it up. Top of the fourth coming. Cincinnati up by a touchdown.
Toyota. Visit your local Baltimore area Toyota dealer.
We're losing.
A happy Easter Sunday to those of you celebrating on this April the 20th. Kevin Brown, Jim Palmer, Molly Newman, and our outstanding Masson crew. Orioles 4-3 on this 8-game homestand, and they've got a lot of digging to do to try to get to 5-3. Down 8-1 as we begin the fourth.
8-1, top four.
Took over.
Yeah, Oklahoma's on fire.
His Oriole debut and his season big league debut, 30-year-old right-hander.
Gavin Lux batting for the Reds.
7 2 1/3.
Strike 1-1.
To Gavin Lux. And last season, we saw Cody Poteet with the Yankees. He made 4 starts and had 1 relief outing there. Rest of the year.
He's too nice of a dog. We just need Morton to be DFA'd. Go get me somebody off the farm, a young kid, and let him learn up here rather than have that.
Change-up, sweeper, and a curveball. Two-seamer was the most effective pitch last year. The league hit just 172 on that. 1-2 for Gavin Lux here. And there is a changeup.
Yeah, good movement, just missed off the outside corner. It's funny, you throw that ball, 2-3 inches off it. A little bit to the left, you get a ground ball to second base.
Ball upstairs, 3-2.
Well, the Orioles have been searching for more and more and more pitching depth, finding anywhere they can for it, especially with all of these pitcher injuries.
Walk.
This is with a slider, a leadoff walk. Lux's second walk. Hey, happy 7th birthday to Spencer right there. Got the name on the button, the orange sunglasses.
Yeah. In fact, looks like his family had great sunglasses.
Yes.
Ball upstairs.
I'd like to borrow this. I am currently out of all of my sunglasses.
What?
Well, one of them, I left one of the lenses behind in the booth in Kansas City. I realized that once I got on the bus.
Wait.
Swinging a foul.
It popped out. Oh. And then, yeah, I was on the ground.
Thank you, Doug.
So there are 2 other pairs, one of which.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody. We got to drop those links for those people. Thank you very much.
Our stroller. which is in the car my wife currently has. So I've been fighting it through this weekend, Jim. Should I have gone to
Ball down low.
Yes, and picked them $15?
2-1.
Yes, I should have. Have I been too lazy to do so? Or have I just been preparing too hard to call these games with you? And the answer to both of those is yes.
I figured that.
Which one did you figure it out?
Pop straight back. 2-2.
So if anybody out there, has an extra basket, they're ready to deliver with us. You have sunglasses.
There is a. I had. What's the Lens Craft?
Yeah,
around the corner from where you live.
No question.
But they're really nice in there.
Yeah, I've been
They
busy.
adjusted some glasses for me once. I didn't even have to buy them. I mean, just tell them who you are.
Just tell them, well, that's not fair.
Okay, who you were. Oh, no, that's me. Yeah, you should be able to find.
I mean, it's no question I'll be able to find. It's
got a Target right down there.
You know,
Sprouts,
tough,
whatever that other store is.
It's just a tough weekend. You got 7 o'clock, then you got 4 o'clock.
Dun, dun, dun.
Not easy.
When do you sleep? When do you work? 2-2 hit in the air to center.
Yay
by Steve here. There's
I'm rooting for Alex. I'm telling you that right now.
Well, who isn't?
Yeah, well, I know.
Steer 1 for 3. And look, this is an opportunity for Cody Poteet. You have to figure these kids are.
Curtis family, happy Easter to you. Welcome in. Good to see you, Chris. Blessings on this sacred day to your family.
Crushing some chocolate sprinkles.
1 out here in the inning. Fraley up now. We're 10 subscribers away from our short-term goal, which is good.
You can just, you don't have to worry about Fridays anymore, not eating meat. You can have whatever you want. Have a big ham breakfast, have some potatoes, go have some ice cream. Beautiful day. Just go wild.
Well, our press room did a great job today.
Ball inside.
A little bit of everything. Potpourri of desserts.
Oh, that's nice. Now we're going across the way with the ice cream. Sharing is caring. Oh, no. Straight to the cheek.
That girl just hit her brother with an ice cream.
2-1 for Jake Fraley. Cross-contamination of the chocolate ice cream.
Ice cream sounds really good. Not going to lie.
Some ice cream cones. And
Fresh ice cream.
Smother my ice cream cone on your face.
No. Well, that's all right. I'll turn quickly to my left.
Strike 2-2.
That's the pitch. Again, that was Poteet's best one last year. Not a big strikeout guy. Only 16 and 24 to third last year, but well, the strength avoiding the barrels. Not a lot of heart.
Yeah, a lot of movement. A lot of movement. Runs. You saw the 2-seamer. Get some movement out of it. And as you mentioned, multitude of different pitches, all different speeds.
Fraley rolls one over to Mountcastle.
Ground ball to first. That's an out.
Turned to no play in second. He gets the second out. Jake Fraley retired for only the second time in this series in now 8 plate appearances. What a great weekend he's had. And here's Noel V. Marte on a base hit in the second inning where Cincinnati scored a run and they got 7 in the third. Which pitch?
Marte fouls it off. 2 outs and a runner on second.
Young Reds team, McLean's 25, De La Cruz and Marte are 23, Steer and Lux 27, Hunter Green, yesterday's starter, 25.
And they got what? Tyler Stevenson is. He's got an oblique.
Oh, 1-1. Doug wanted me to share the Pittsburgh poutine with everybody. There's the Pittsburgh poutine, everybody.
Embark on a good little run here.
There you go. Pittsburgh poutine right there.
They've only been to the playoffs once since, again, they fired Dusty Baker in 2013. They've got Terry Francona in the dugout. It's not a tough division.
Ball 2-1.
Consider the Cubs are playing very well. Brewers are still very much in the mix after winning the Central last year. St. Louis 9-12. Pittsburgh, who knows what they're doing. Paul Skeens, but not a lot around him.
Line drive, right center. That's going to get down. It's another run, 9-1.
He can really run, and he's going to hold up at second. So a 2-hit game for Noelvi Marte. Roll of the dice, and it's 9-1 Cincinnati.
Boy, that's like old school baseball when you whack it up the gap. As you mentioned, that's what Jordan Westbrook does. It's just a sound. He's certainly pleased. Just a fastball inside middle. Great swing. Didn't try to pull it. Did that earlier on. Hit a single into left field. You're right about his speed.
Mm.
And probably the most important thing, or the thing that really jumps out, is how well they have pitched this early in the year. You know, the ERA comes in a little over 3 runs a game.
Well, Marte grades out by sprint speed, being the fastest third baseman in baseball right now. 23 years old. And that's something.
Ball outside, 1-1 with 2 away.
Really fast players, really good athletes. They're tied for 16th in steals, but they had 4 yesterday. Feels like they're going to run a lot more. De La Cruz has now 7 on the year. So they can be
ball outside.
A very athletic team. They've got some power. You mentioned the pitching. 6th in the league now in ERA. There are some ingredients here for Cincinnati to surprise some people. And that guy is the ultimate cocktail maker. When you give him the ingredients, Terry Francona always comes up with something brilliant. One of the most historic franchises in baseball, of course. Last World Series win for Cincinnati was back in 1990 on 5. 2-2.
Oh, 3-2.
2 wins.
No, I'll be streaming the Orioles tomorrow. Or, I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. Maybe it's the Yankees tomorrow.
40 pitches and an inning and a third of relief.
Maybe it's the Red Sox. I don't remember what it is. Something tomorrow afternoon. Let me go on.
Wins.
Base hit. Another run in.
Well, we knew Austin Hayes was going to have a big impact in this series, but this has turned into the Austin wins revenge game. It's his 3rd career 3-hit game, and he gives the Reds a lead of 10-1.
Again, a lot of balls hit hard. It's a little softer. Gunnar Henderson probably flags it down. So 4 RBIs today for him. Henderson 3.
Only 3, but he's driven in a run all 3 of his hits.
Here comes Friedel.
Never had a 3-hit game as an Oriole. And he has one against them.
Oh, that's tapped. Is that going to be an out? Nice job. They got out of the inning finally.
So Cincinnati's got the big bats out today. But you know what? It's still a day for some ice cream at the ballpark. Whoever wants to eat whoever's ice cream.
Bookstores.
Welcome to the clubhouse. Stephanie Ellen. Hello. Welcome in.
Because I left my wallet way in my back pocket. My pleasure, because I earn unlimited 2% cash back. Oh, this is fascinating. Did you know whales and barnacles have a parasitic relationship? Oh, I know about parasitic relationships. Let's go, barnacle. Out here.
Unlimited 2% cash back. The
Oh, they're not going to a thing. Okay. Sometimes they go to commercial, sometimes they don't. Mountcastle, Westburg, and Holiday due up. Sullivan.
Hey, out. Big baseball comes live with the Bet Live this season with FanDuel, America's #1.
Wonder if I can get him to come out of the living room.
Get $250 in bonus bets if you win.
Silver Gunner, I have the high ground.
You underestimate my power. What are you guys doing? We have BP. Let's go. I have a bad feeling about this. Star Wars Weekend is coming to Camden Yards. Experience the Force May 2nd through 4th. Tickets at Orioles.com/tickets.
Well, it's been a tough season so far for the Orioles. And
Welcome to the clubhouse. Liam Thompson is in the party. Welcome in, Liam. Justin Zale. What's up, Justin Zale? He only needs to go for 2 home runs.
Scary because it did hit part of the guard, but also part of his arm. He said, yeah, it's not going to feel good wherever you get hit. That's kind of what I'm dealing with.
Welcome into Justin Zale.
Battle to stay in the game was because that
Keep hitting that sub.
Right there, it made his hand go numb. So he fought for it. They wanted to be cautionary, and as you would expect, but feeling good today, and it looks like it should be better news ahead for him.
That is a positive update, Mel. Thanks for that, especially with an off day tomorrow.
Strike right there. You got fantasy ball going nice. We talk a lot of fantasy, a lot of betting, stuff like that over on this channel.
The new Reds pitcher is right-hander Ian
We're going to be talking the NFL draft this week, Thursday and Friday. That's going to be fun.
Missed most of last year with a forearm problem. And a big guy, 6'3", 250, signed with the Rays out of Tulane back in 2015.
It's like somebody changed their mind and unsubbed. That's okay. We want you here if you want to be here. The subscribe thing is really all about getting people to come back to you so they can hang out with you in the future.
So Brent Suter done after 3 innings in this bullpen game.
Mountcastle lines it down the line. Bang, going to drop in. Looking for 2. Mountie hustling in. Sliding in for a double.
Yeah, admire most of the guys, other than Hank Aaron.
I'm not worried about a bad loss. You're going to have them. I'm more worried about the long term of our pitching. That's what I'm more frustrated with. TPG in the house. What's up?
It is barrel, and then able to keep it fair. It's almost like it's a tennis racket, and you're trying to catch the ball with the racket. He does it with the barrel of his bat and gets himself a double. Well, they scored 7 in the inning. Orioles need to have a multi-run inning or 2.
Westberg. Strike right there.
Westberg had a double against Suter, scored the only run. Again, Terry Francona got the start he could have dreamed for Brent Suter, former starting pitcher, got 9 outs in his bullpen game.
Westberg fouls it off.
The Orioles scored.
Current pitcher is Gabout. I believe that's how you say it.
Brent Suter, who threw 63.
Oh, yeah, they're crushing.
It's pretty much what he does.
8 subscribers from going over 300. I want to do that. That's my next immediate goal. Get over 300. Charles Green, hello. Welcome in.
It's not like he hasn't started before.
Westberg strikes out at a ball in his eyes. Jarrett, 859. What's up, Jarrett? How you doing? What team are you on? Where are you watching from?
Jackson was robbed of a hit by
Holiday. Ball outside.
Cincinnati bullpen 11 minutes in baseball, 349. Starters fit best at 332. Been a surprise.
Ball outside, 2-0.
So far. Jabot on 4 runs on opening day. Since then, 8 innings, 1 run in his last 8 outings.
Oh, you want to have good
ball outside, 3-0.
Starters that go a little bit deeper into the game.
Left-hander getting loose in the Cincinnati bullpen is Rogers. Stacy Rogers.
Yesterday, but Hunter Green, that was his shortest stint. He had averaged almost 7 innings to start. Lodolo was supposed to
strike right down. I mean, that was he threw a meatball right down the middle, and Holiday was just taking all the way.
Struck out 11.
Meet the ball.
There's ball.
Ball 4. Umpire wanted to call it, but he didn't, thank God. Orioles might have lost their mind.
Good sign for Jackson Holiday.
Well, a young hitter, you want to take a walk. Same thing as getting a base hit.
Urias coming up.
So the Orioles trying to break through here in the 4th inning with Ramon Urias. Very good with runners on.
2 runners on, 1 out. Strike, takes it right down the middle. That's good, Liam. As long as you support the teams you like, that's the main thing.
Jake Rogers, now catcher for the Tigers. He said he would not have much to say when he'd go out to the mound to visit Ian Gibaut. Figured the
swing and a miss, strike 2.
Young man could handle himself. He's the kind of guy that's intense on the mound. You go out there, you pretty much leave him alone. And he was a closer at Tulane.
He had one start in his college.
Oh, gosh. Strike 3. Take a seat over there.
Like I said, a big guy.
Here comes Laureano. He's 0 for 1.
Houston.
There's Laureano, 2 on, 2 out. Nice for Ramon to put a charge into this game after 2 home runs yesterday.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Well, they can't even hit this guy. Must be some nice movement because he ain't throwing that hard.
2 years ago, they really, really struggled. Gibaut, though, 74 games and a 3.33 ERA. But then only 2 games.
Ball upstairs, 1-1.
Red didn't offer him a contract, and he ended up returning to the organization as a minor league free agent.
He won about 3 times in the IL with forearm problems. And, a lot of times that leads to Tommy John, so he avoided that, which is certainly a good thing.
Fouls that one off, 1 and 2.
He's got a little movement on that fastball, cuts a little bit. Also, let's use his left arm for deception.
You said he uses the left.
2 and 2. Ball just missed.
Well, you just kind of see it way extension, so you're trying to hide the ball a little bit more. He starts just a little bit closed. And what's his left arm? He's going to throw the glove right at your face of the hitter.
Laureano, pop fly, right field. That'll end the inning.
Shallow right puts him away. So the Orioles have a couple of runners on, but strand him in the 4th.
Nothing for the Orioles in the 4th. Going to the 5th.
Chicken menu. But now it's caliente.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, what a frustrating day. Who do I think will win? Probably Cincinnati. Probably Cincinnati.
Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Refreshing and goes down smooth. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
Struck him. Walking. That is a gold glove play. This ball is not coming back. Struck him out. Swing.
Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, I'm just checking a couple things on social real quick.
Orioles, Yankees. The series starts April 28th at 6 on Acid.
We're with Liam.
Oh, boy.
Military move. One being you is starting to get old. We're with Tara. During the holidays, when she misses home the most.
Ay, ay, ay.
Members and their families who need connection comfort and a home away from home.
There's a lot of Oriole fans going off right now.
USO.org today.
Justin, how'd the Orioles score? It was off of an E5. Ground ball E5. Runner scored from second. Yeah, empty, it happens. Every time they play that song, it sticks in mind. Let me go on.
Whether you're here in town or joining us from a galaxy far, far away, we hope to see you on Star Wars weekend.
Star Wars weekend for the Birds. I'll go to that.
There is Hope Kowser working his way back from the thumb fracture, and Gunnar Henderson. It will be lovely when those two are back on the field.
0-1 pitch coming into McLean. Down low for a ball, 1-1.
Kowser and Henderson in the lineup.
1-1.
The end of the opening series, and Gunnar came back a few days later.
Yeah, that's why, Justin. Ball 2-1. Yep, they're going off.
2 days rest. He threw 3 innings in his last outing for AAA Norfolk. So the question is, how much further can he go?
Well, trying to stay in the big leagues and make your mark, and again, he's
Let me go on.
not a hard thrower, just trying to throw it. But again, when arm gets a little bit tired, it's harder to command the ball. At the end of the day, you got to know where your release point is, whether it's your breaking ball, your two-seamer.
O'Connell, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Don't forget, we're doing WrestleMania tonight, 7 o'clock. Maybe a little bit earlier. I don't know. Depends. But definitely by 7 o'clock. Most likely earlier. WrestleMania.
Nobody warming in the Oriole bullpen.
Ball outside. Runner on first. Nobody out.
You've seen all kinds of incredible players, athletes. Obviously, Ellie De La Cruz, one of the great athletes of the modern era. 6'5", switch hitter, 67 stolen bases.
Hello, Kelsey Elizabeth. Happy Easter to you and your parents as well. And to all your Duge Gubabi shoes that you have as well. Happy Easter to them.
His athleticism is pretty extraordinary. I mean, there have been a lot of good athletes, but I don't know if I've ever seen anybody that is a switch hitter that can run like that. And I mean, Alex Rodriguez, when he came up, of course, not a switch hitter, but he was very athletic. When he got traded from we went to Mariners, he went as free agent to the Rangers. And when he got traded to the Yankees, we were doing a fantasy camp, and Earl Weaver walks in. He said, "So you think Jeter's going to like playing third base?" I said, "That's
3 balls, 2 strikes. De La Cruz waiting on it. Swing and a miss. Got him. Strikeout. There's an out.
You'd like to get to a point where he's kind of whipping his arm around. It's in the middle of the plate, but he gets away with it because of the movement down the way from the bat hit. And Earl he bottom lined it. He said, I mean, A-Rod was a better shortstop than Derek, but you'd never convince anybody that was a Yankee fan.
That's a shot.
Right center from the Hayes. That ball will split Mullins and O'Hara.
Bounces off the wall.
And it'll be a run-scoring double. Austin Hayes.
Austin Hayes knocks in a run with a double.
8th trip on base in the series, and it's 11-1.
Yeah, 12th hit, 7 of them in that 7-run inning. I mean, they are finding the gaps because they're hitting the ball hard.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw Chris Valleca. I met him a couple of years ago when he was with the Guardians, hitting instructor for Terry Francona. He said, "I got to go where Tito goes." And I think that Terry Francona's happy about that because these guys are putting on a show.
Chris Baleka, whose brother Pat was an Oriole 2 years ago.
Swing and a miss, strike right there. Kay Wilby, happy Easter to you.
And David Bell,
Just got back from a delicious dinner. Awesome. That's great to hear. Hope you're having a good Easter Sunday.
12-year big league career, been the manager of the Reds.
My butt hurts today. We're getting spanked.
Last season. And look, David Bell was not given all of the appropriate tools. It's not like he severely underperformed. Very talented teams. Reds had some tough years there. They made the postseason only in the shortened season in 2020. Had a couple of winning records, but barely above 500. So certainly no disrespect.
Ball upstairs. 1 and 2.
There is something about Terry Francona, his life in baseball, the way his brain works, his communication skills. He's obviously been a World Series champion. Almost won another with Cleveland.
Ball down low. 2 and 2.
Like when
2 and 2.
Santa Cruz was struggling early in the year, he goes, well, good players figure it out. And, and he didn't have to say, well, it's early in the season. It's only the first 15 games. He said, no. Good players.
Ground ball foul.
1 year, and it's one of the great stories. We were going up to Boston, and Mike Flanagan's 2-8. He's pitching better than
it's the defense. The defense has nothing to do with it, Liam.
Sauterella in the locker room.
All has to do with the pitching.
I don't care if you lie to him. Call him in and tell him you think he's going to do well. Guys,
Pirates are trying to come back on the Guardians.
So he goes to a writer for the Boston Globe, Cliff Keen, and Cliff Keen writes an article basically saying, I don't care what Flanagan's record is. This is what Earl Weaver says. He's going to be a winning pitcher in the big leagues. Ends up 15-10 and wins the Cy Young a couple of years later. So Tito's one of those guys,
Oh boy.
Lofts it to right.
That's going to fall in. Base hit. That's another run.
He's around third, giving the windmill. Everything falling for Cincinnati today. Gavin Lux has reached base 3 times. He's got his first RBI of the game. And Cincinnati's got a dozen.
There are games, and this is one of them. Drew France has been out there, 4 times now? But again, it's good hitting. Goes down and gets it. Finds a spot. It's kind of like you're a quarterback trying to find a soft spot in the defense. They've been able to do that all afternoon. But if you don't strike people out, you're seeing why. Some days are going to be like this, where they find holes. They've been hard hit balls, soft hit balls.
And the Orioles, to your point, have the second lowest strikeout rate in the league. That's partly what happens. CL Perez loses. That's partly what happens when Grayson Rodriguez gets hurt. And with all the other pitching injuries you had, Kyle Bradish.
Tyler Wells, before he got hurt, had the lowest whip at the All-Star break. That's walks and hits per inning. So, yep.
I think Mike Elias said it earlier in the homestand. The accumulated pitching depth, there's Grayson on the bench. Said, I did not anticipate we'd already tap into the depth April 15th. Obviously, that was not the plan. Cote to Spencer Steer. This is the Reds' 33rd batter of the game. It's the 5th inning. The Orioles have sent just 18 to the plate.
1-0 pitch coming in.
Cody Cote here is giving
1-1 on the strike.
He's got what he's doing in Carson Spires. That's what Carson did. Now, he was a little bit better rested and probably starting a little bit more. He came in yesterday and pitched really well until he gave up back to.
Popped it up.
Turn in from right here.
Second out of the inning.
Yeah, you look at their numbers, a lot of walks, 6 walks, 3 doubles. At least in my scorecard. And then only 1 home run. That was the De La Cruz home run.
The big difference yesterday, 4 for 17 runners in scoring position. Today, Cincinnati is 8 for 12.
And they came in at 284. Yesterday they started the game at 290, so they fell 6 points, but that's gone up. And the other thing that Terry Francona inherits is healthier players, and that certainly helps.
Ball down low, 1-1.
McLean's back after missing the entire year. Jabot, who's pitching now, he missed the whole year, so that's the guy in their bullpen that's got a good arm.
Yep, Reds have had a good game. Ground ball to second. That'll end the inning. Bottom of the fifth coming up. Cincinnati with 2 more. Orioles at the top of the order with Mullins, Henderson, and Rushman coming up. Mullins, Henderson, and Rushman.
Google built-in is like the perfect.
What you want? What you want?
Hey Google, add basketball hoop to the shopping list.
See why it's been named a Consumer Guide Best Buy for 11 years in a row. Drive the award-winning Nissan Rogue today.
Now get Rogue starting at just $28,590, or get up to $2,750 total.
See if the birds can get something or anything going.
Look at us, all stressed before we even get dressed. Let's take a look. I'm off to go off on brunch. Oh yeah, can't work. Let's roll with sausage, ricotta, and peaches, and quiches, and all kinds of great. Yeah. Let's trigger.
George S. Cook, welcome in.
You just got to keep the Bloodies merry.
Yeah, it'd be nice if Rose made the Hall of Fame.
And keep it juicy.
That would be nice.
Mine was earned in Germany, 1984.
I earned it for my family in 1945.
Mom earned it for us.
USAA membership is for those who served and can be shared with their spouses.
We will see what they do here in the fifth.
And because our members know
Not a good Easter Sunday.
Serving the military community, they're proud to start their family's legacy.
So I'm in, and so is our family.
USAA, see if you can become a member today. Members who switch save an average of $725 annually on auto insurance.
Navy Federal Credit Union proudly serves the armed forces, the DoD, veterans, and their families. Our members are the mission, insured by NCUA. Sunday, the Orioles Military Suites program. And today, the Orioles honored folks from the United States War Dog Association, which was established in 2000 to honor the legacy of War Dogs. U.S. War Dogs donates gifts.
War Dogs.
Care packages to dogs and handlers serving overseas. Thanks to those folks for doing what they do. And as members of the Orioles, we're out there meeting with them, taking pictures, signing autographs before the game. Every Sunday, a new group honored as part of that military suites program. Wonderful thing that happens here at Camden Yards.
All right, Mullins, get ready to go.
The Cincinnati League, Taylor Rogers.
Welcome in, Rishi Rich. Welcome in, Todd Brady. Welcome in. Happy Easter to you as well.
Yesterday, 92, actually hit 94. A little bit of breaking ball, you just saw it. Boy, has he been around. One brother.
Giants
last couple of years with him. Fourth in all-time appearances, at least for the active, 508.
Rishi, do me a favor. Don't put everything in caps, please. Welcome in. Happy Easter to you. Where are you watching from, my friend?
Usually a strike thrower.
Mullins fouls it off. Barlow getting loose.
Oh, there's Scott Barlow.
Scott Barlow.
12-1 game. Terry Francona still matching up to a degree here.
Mullins fouls it off. I'll be right back. RJ, happy Easter.
4 days rest, 32-year-old.
Thank you, buddy. Happy Easter to you.
Placed on the IL. Blake Dunn, by the way, has entered the game in right. Jake Fraley's day is done after a walk, a 2-run single, and a couple of groundouts.
Mullins fouls that off. All right, Todd, thank you for coming in. Have a great day over there. It's a little bit later in the day for you. I'll be right back.
It's been a pretty amazing career. You mentioned Taylor Rogers there are the numbers this season. guy who doesn't throw hard. He's an 11th round pick. Originally signed by the Orioles, or drafted by the Orioles, but that was in the 37th round, 2009. He went to University of Kentucky. He's one of the more unusual closers in baseball for a few years. And even went to the All-Star as a closer, 2021.
I've been here in 518 games coming in and never started a game in the big leagues. Did play for the Rays. It would have been an opener.
Might have started 30 games a year.
Could have been the Yarborough of twin brothers.
Oh, gosh. Imagine a right-handed Ryan Yarborough. 1-2 for Henderson. Fielder's choice strikeout today. By the way, the Rays are currently being no-hit through 6 1/3 by Max Fried. 3-0 Yankees in Tampa.
Well, they're used to playing there. It's where spring training for them.
Bouncing ball to second.
Ground ball to second. Thank you, Doug, very much. Doug sent some food over to the house. Thank you very much.
The Yankees led 8-4 in the ninth. They brought in Devin Williams. He gave up 4. And then Jonathan Arada had a walk-off home run in the 10th. So the Rays being no hit, but it wouldn't be their biggest comeback.
12-1.
Yeah,
Sullivan is still on the sofa.
One of the best relievers, and then sometimes uniform changes.
You're moving to Orlando. Nice, George.
Struggle with it.
Yeah, the Yankee bullpen has been mostly outstanding. But Devin Williams, 8 innings, 9 runs coming over from Milwaukee. 8
strike right there. 2 outs in the inning.
He has been by far the Yankees' least effective reliever.
I have to go back out there in just a second because my mother dropped off an Easter basket. Left it on the porch. Why she didn't knock, I don't know. Or didn't text me she was here and sitting out in the sun. It's not my dog. He's 2 or 3, somewhere in there. Not my dog, though. Good dog. Not mine.
All the way to the World Series, lose to the Dodgers. Weaver had a great postseason.
Rushman strikes out looking. Of course he does.
Yeah, I'm not really sure about that. Might have been off the corner.
What a rough day. Yeah, I just saw it out there. I'm like, oh, I got to go out and get that. As soon as this commercial's done in the background here and I can open this back up, I'll go run and get that real quick. It sucks when I'm the only one here.
My hair was blonde for like 2 seconds. When Verizon announced that I
hope I got enough
for 3 years for both phone and internet.
Enough energy in the chair to go because I'm low on battery. So Doug and John, I might not be back for a minute because I may have to stop this chair out there and charge it for like 2 minutes to get me back in here.
Can you hear me now? I sure hope so.
Emu, and Doug.
You'll be back.
You'll be back.
You can help people customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. You're just
Oh, there we go. Okay. I'm going to go take a run at this.
He's a dreamer, right?
Mullins, what's we got? We're at the bottom of the order. Marte for them. Doug will keep you up in the chat. I'll be right back. Maybe Doug will get 2 more subscribers while I'm gone. We'll see.
Speaking of the Yankees, the Orioles will host Aaron Judge and the Bronx Bombers 1 week from tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday night, their first meeting of the year. Hotly anticipated series, as always. The last 2 division champs get together. Go to Orioles.com/tickets. Max Fried now no hitting the Rays through 6 2/3. 3-0 Yankees lead that game in Tampa, Steinbrenner Field. And here the Orioles try to get some outs. They've had a tough day on the mound, to say the least. 12-1 Cincinnati. Cielo Perez will take over.
Yep. Well, yeah, I came in a couple of scoreless innings on Friday night on the 18th, so it's good to see him. The ERA was astronomically high, so it's come down. Want him to be a big part, as he has been, of the Oriole bullpen. So, runs at 5 of his 7 appearances, so make it 5 out of 8. And again, high velocity, 2-seamer, occasional 4-seamer, breaking ball. There it is.
So Cody Poutine, his Oriole debut, 2 2/3, gave up 6 hits, 5 earned, and walked 2, struck out 1. Both he and Charlie Morton threw 68 pitches. Morton was 36 strikes. Poutine was 38. So the Reds have seen 136 pitches in just 5 innings.
And I am hoping that Scott Bluette, who pitched, will get through waivers.
I'm hoping nobody in the league watched those two. Scott Bluette.
Well, I ran into a scout yesterday. He goes, boy, I'd be, the way he pitched, who did watch them, I'd be really surprised.
Where's the scout? Can he just keep him in the ballpark for a while with no access to the internet or phones? Yeah, Brandon, I said it yesterday. He hopes Bluette clears. We'll see. Orioles got him off waivers. He has to go through the process now. 1-2 for Noel B. Marte. And another good breaking ball from Cielo.
Perfect. It's exactly what you want to do when you get the 2 strikes. Start it somewhere around the zone and let it dive bomb underneath it.
What do you make of CNL's strong outing on Friday night?
It was just, it's just better. He got good stuff. He's never going to be a guy that you put the glove on the corner. So let's see, inside middle, and misses by 3 feet. Now I'm not. I don't mean being critical. He can outstuff you, and his stuff is good enough. Good enough velocity, good enough movement. High spin rate on the breaking ball, but he's not going to be hitting the glove. Except right there. That's what so he's more comfortable. I saw him in the hallway the other day. I said, hey, just took his wrist. I said, just relax. Because you have a really good arm, and he's got tremendous energy.
He's really one of the happiest guys on the team. He has great energy. Wonderful guy. He's had a real renaissance with the Orioles after pitching with the Cincinnati Reds. And he was a waiver claim for the Orioles. Austin Wentz has his first career 4-hit game.
Wow. It's like cruise control.
4 singles. He's hitting everything on the ground in the middle. This time he didn't have an RBI, but it's the first 4-hit game in the big leagues for Austin Wentz.
Yeah, he's such a good guy. I loved him. He was always a backup guy. I could play a little bit here. And I'm going, he's going to apologize to Mountcastle for getting 4 hits. I'm sorry. What's so great about this game? The chance to play if you're a backup catcher. Maybe you play 1 day a week, maybe 2.
So Wentz jersey. There's some folks here that were happy to see him on Friday. People who've seen Austin back in the minor league days, followed his journey up through the system. It's his second ever game against his old team. He went 0 for 3 with the Rockies 2 years ago, and he is 4 for 4 today. So Austin wins the 248th game of his big league career, and his first with 4 hits. Strikes TJ Friedel.
Yeah, being a backup catcher is not. It's great to be on the team, but boy, it's a tough job. It's an integral part of actually on a winning ball club because you do more than just the playing aspect, catching guys and encouraging guys, and sitting on meetings, and a lot of times you're a veteran, and he certainly is. I haven't really played as much as he'd like, but been around. So in a young ball club, he's probably one of your older guys, or at least one of your more veteran guys.
10th rounder at Fresno State. The Orioles took him a dozen years ago. No swing by Friedel. It's 3-2. Friedel had an RBI triple in the third. Every player in the Cincinnati starting lineup has scored a run today. All 9 of the hitters.
14 hits.
And all but Steer had an RBI, so 8 of the 9 starters. 12-1 game.
Come on, Trent. Well, pretend Adley's up there. He called a little bit off the plate.
7 walk for the Reds today. They've walked 7, 9, and 7 times in the 3 games.
It's one of those. It's a glass. If the glass is half empty, you're going, well, Orioles have to have good control. And if they're happy, if you're a Red fan, you go, boy, these guys can really take pitches, know what they want to hit.
I'm still trying to get the plane going a little bit. He is now 2 for 13 with a walk in the series.
But again, one of those 2 hits was a 3-run home run. And they ended up winning that game on Friday night.
Interesting development in Tampa we've been mentioning. Yankees will come to town 1 week from tomorrow. Max Fried's got a no-hitter through 7. He's on 92 pitches.
2 strikeouts.
That is really weird. He has only induced 3 swings and misses in the game.
Well, what's the first thing? You looked at the Yankees this year with the acquisitions they got of Goldsmith and Bellinger. And would their defense be worse or better? Soto got nominated for a Gold Glove last year, and when you talk to people that broadcast radio, TV, they're going, we don't know how that happened. It's kind of like Glad Jr. I know he got $500 million, and I know he won a Gold Glove, but I don't know that.
There's a foul ball for a young fan. And you got a foul ball for Melly De La Cruz. Strike 3. Just twisted him in the nuts. I said it by CINvsBAL, 86.
First, we dropped in to tackle any job. Then we built the first muscle truck, then added the legendary Hemi engine. Ram has always powered American freedom. Now with our Freedom of Choice pricing program, visit your local dealer to choose your offer. Cash incentives or employee pricing for all. Because nothing stops America, and nothing stops Ram.
But with Freedom of Choice pricing, current FCA lessees can finance and get $10,500 total cash allowance on the 2025 Ram 1500. See your capital area Ram dealer today.
That is a Gold Glove play. This ball is not coming back. Swing. Crushes it. That was a boom shot. Yes. 4 points for Orioles baseball.
My mom is a veteran and she was injured in the line of duty.
I hurt my leg in a training accident when she was only 2 years old.
She had 7 different surgeries over the span of 9 years, and there were tons of complications.
I'm doing much better now. I'm an active part of my kids' lives.
She can kick a mean soccer ball.
Through thick and thin, DAV's been there for me and my family.
Every year, DAV helps more than 1 million veterans like Sandy get the health and disability benefits they've earned.
My victory is getting my life back.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
With Orioles online auctions, you can score.
All right. Had to charge the chair a little bit.
Jersey
Whenever you go outside, I got to have a little bit more battery power behind me to get back in.
Proceeds benefit the Baltimore Orioles Charitable Foundation.
12-1, bottom 6.
Palmer game used highlighter in there. Highlighter? Yeah. Kevin Brown, pregame used.
Bottom 6.
Or maybe
Not even close.
you brought your weights today. Brought your bicep curls.
I did bring my. Well, I was inspired by Ramon Laureano.
Scott Barlow in for the Reds.
After the game yesterday,
After he had 2 home runs.
that he had done some biceps.
At this point, you just try to let him hit it.
Scott Barlow's in the picture, by the way. So yeah, we got our biceps in. This is how we began our day.
Yeah, show me the core.
1001.
Yeah.
1002.
Yeah, the core exercise I gave you.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, the core exercise. So, you want to do that one? So, this involves a chair.
After this pitch, we'll.
Right after the pitch, we'll do.
Scott Barlow again. We saw him Friday night coming in.
Line drive ripped foul.
You gave me an exercise. We'll see if we can do this in the booth cap. Here's the numbers for Scott Barlow. He's going to do some bicep curls while we wait.
And shoulder.
And shoulder. This is good. I actually worked out yesterday. Well, I did. I'm serious. I don't even believe it.
Ball down low, 3-1.
All right, so
okay. Put up
on the chair.
Yeah. Yep.
Biceps,
Shoulder.
shoulder, twist back.
Yeah. Negatives on the way down. Yeah, there we go.
Is that good?
Yeah, switch legs.
Well, thank you, Liam.
And that'll
It
do.
looks like okay.
Yeah, shoulders, biceps, and hands.
Popped up. Behind shortstop, Cruz will make the play.
Do a little core.
So again, Ramon Laureano told us, and he said to the media, it was Saturday, he was bored. That's why he was doing bicep exercises. So he hit 2 home runs. So we're figuring,
You'll talk better.
Well, that ball to deep left field.
Yeah.
Ground ball to third. Hall of Famer Jim Palmer.
You might even be able to find some sunglasses if you do it up.
You think so? Yeah.
On your optic.
These are some hefty, what do you call these things? Weights? Anyway.
And you live right down the street from the Merritt in camp.
Yeah, but
I'm surprised you haven't just gotten lost and wandered over there. Wonderful.
Swing and a miss, 0-2.
His wife teaches yoga there. Yeah. So
you're just blowing up the neighborhood spot. You really are. RT, wonderful.
Like 5,000 members.
Wonderful RT Meidel. Excellent yoga teacher. Probably. She hasn't taught me, but I believe she is excellent. She's just a wonderful human. Maybe that's what we can have. We can have RT lead a booth yoga session before.
Hello, Jay. Welcome in.
1-2 for Mountcastle, who has doubled in the game. And
strikes out.
Would you ever do bicep works before a start? No. What was your pre-start routine, and how much did weight training change from your rookie year to the end of?
Well, nobody did weights. We didn't have a gym. And maybe
ball down low.
We were in Miami Stadium, man. A little room, you might have a couple of, weights in there. That was probably about 6 or 7 years into my career. And then
ground ball to short. Cruz up over to first.
Orioles looking for some bicep curls, tricep shoulder movement. 12-1 Cincinnati.
12-1 Cincinnati going to the 7th.
We are lovers of yards. Where others see chores, we see a chance to make our little slice of paradise more paradisey. That's why we only use professional-grade Echo Power. Built to take on that janky limb, those knee-deep leaves, and that overgrown Prunus loricerasis. Because any yard worth doing is worth doing well. We are yarders.
FanDuel held a shooting contest to promote its new MySpend tool. MySpend makes it easy to view your deposit and bet history.
Dun, 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 dun.
Because betting without
Tough game today.
It's like shooting in the dark. See the whole picture. Make FanDuel's MySpend tool part of your system. And stop shooting in the dark.
Every trip calls for plenty of gear, and the Toyota RAV4 is designed
Waiting on those commercials to be done in the background.
with versatile seating and cargo areas, plus high-tech features to keep you connected and in control, all with unmistakable style and performance. Right now, buy a RAV4 with special low APR financing. Toyota, let's go places.
Attention students, sign up now for the Birdland Student Pass presented by Toyota for exclusive student discounts. Games will be offered to college students at a discounted price all season long. Go to Orioles.com/student pass to sign up today. Left in the
Happy Easter, Jay.
Tuesday, April 29th against the Yankees. 1 week from Tuesday, that's the next student discount pass game. A bunch of them here in April.
Perez in there now in the 7th.
12-1 the lead for Cincinnati. Austin Hayes has had a wonderful return to Baltimore. He's 6 for 12 in the series. He's doubled, homered, knocked in 2, walked twice. Wow, and Hayes has another hit against his old teammate, CINvsBAL Paradise.
Well, he wears out lefties, but he can play against both. He's outstanding.
Hayes is on fire. Of course he is.
Center fielder, if you really want to play center field. And they got him, what, he made $6 million last year, had the kidney problem when he got traded up to Philadelphia. So he played a little while and then couldn't play. But they got a bargain if he's healthy.
All right, Jay, have a good one.
And as we've said, if he's healthy, he'll make this Reds.
Swing and a miss, strike.
Already has.
And again, they want him behind Ellie De La Cruz. As Randy Wynn warms up, they want somebody who hits lefties well behind De La Cruz to dissuade teams from bringing in a lefty to face De La Cruz late in the game.
Yeah, to move him around.
Strike 0-2. Nobody out, runner on first.
More power from the other side. In fact, but in this series, the irony is they came in, hit 146 against left-handed pitching, and De La Cruz had a 3-run home run off of Povich early on, and then McLean had another one. So they've had a nice offensive series. Yesterday, a couple of hits, and like you said, that 5 runs would have been a lot more. So, 9, 12, and 5?
And now 39 hits in the 3 games. And 23 walks. 2-2 for Lux. And for the Orioles, meanwhile, easy diagnosis here. The offense has been a little up and down, but better of late. But it's all about the pitch. 25th in ERA coming in, starting rotation, the 3rd worst starters ERA coming into the game. And they're just searching for answers. They're searching for depth. Searching for a little more out of some guys on this team as well.
Well, there was Kyle Gibson was pitching today. I think down at wherever he's pitching in the minors.
Yeah, today for Aberdeen because of some weather concerns for Norfolk.
So hopefully he will get himself in
walk.
Another walk. Wow.
First and second, nobody out.
Gibson's day is done now for Aberdeen. This is his 3rd start back in his build-up. So again, pitching in high A. The important things here: 5 innings pitched and very good strike.
Well, the important thing is you need to get him back here. I mean, here's a guy. And I said this when he was here. He won 15 games, pitched 192 innings. As good as anybody that I ever saw in the locker room.
Line drive to right. That's going to get down.
And Spencer Steer now
going to have a double.
His first run, which means all 9 Red starters have an RBI in the game. 13-1 Cincinnati on this Sunday afternoon.
Again, trying to catch it before it hits the ground, and Already bounces and then off the glove. I would imagine it's a double. But my point is, Kyle Gibson will make a difference with Charlie Morton. Charlie Morton is better than he's pitched. He knows that. He knows he has to turn it around. So you get that's what about 78 years of an age of two guys that have pitched thousands of innings, and so that'll be helpful. Plus, Kyle Gibson's going to make a huge difference in a couple of ways. Look, again, the Orioles right now, they've got so many injured pitchers. You've got Grayson Rodriguez, Zach Eflin on the shelf, some dead pitchers, Trevor Rogers and Chase McDermott are hurt. Right field.
Line-drive base hit.
He didn't start the game, and in his first at-bat, he becomes a 10th Red with an RBI. Just one of those days. I mean, but how about the approach? That's an inside-out swing. Didn't hit a home run on Friday night. It's the way you hit. And again, another line drive to the opposite field. There is nobody up in the Oriole bullpen. Obviously, we've reached the stage where the Orioles could bring in a position player down 8. And nobody wants to do that. No manager plans to do that. But given the state of the bullpen, it's going to happen at some point in this game. Matters just how many pitches Casino Perez throw. Everybody else in that bullpen pitched yesterday. There goes Brandon Hyde. No doubt he and Robinson Chirinos have been having conversations about how to cover these final few innings. 2-1.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and call this. I'm going to head over to WrestleMania. That's starting in 5 minutes. I'm going to start my WrestleMania early. This is 14-1. This game is well over. It's well over the total. The Reds are going to cover. They're going to win the money line. Anybody that wanted to know that could. Come join me for WrestleMania tonight. We'll try to have some fun over there. It's got to be better than the ball game here. Nice. Congrats to Reds and Reds fans. David T. and all, congrats on your win this week. Orioles pitching just in bad shape. So I'll see you. This is going to drop you over in the other stream. I'll see you over in WrestleMania in just a minute.